What's going on, everyone? Okay, so today I'm just going to do a quick little SPY update. I'm also going to show you some indicators that I use to help me see price action, see where things are going to go. Most of those are leading or lagging indicators. And one of these can be a leading indicator. So again, if you don't know the difference, lagging is when a uh, indicator shows things after price action has happened. A leading indicator helps see that beforehand. So obviously that can be a little bit more useful when it's accurate. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to make this a pretty quick video, as I have been in the past few. But like and subscribe to the channel, and comment below if you like this stuff. If there are any indicators you want me to look at and cover, or cover more of. I know I've thrown out a lot in here. So let's get into it. So first thing, if you guys have seen my last few videos, I've been going to fib school, if you will, to kind of learn about Fibonacci support and resistance levels, and basically how to trade it. Now, there are tons of different ways to trade fib, and this is the one way that I was taught. Okay, and it's helped a ton. So let's start there. Just to kind of piggyback off the last video. So SPY, again, we are in an uptrend, right? So what do we find? We find our higher low and then our higher high, which is actually technically, I guess it's right there. Nope, it's right there. Sorry, that's really close. So we have our higher high, our higher low, and then our we retrace. Okay, so from our 100%, right? So 0 to 1 is a 100% move. So from this 100% move here, it then retraces back to where? To the 50. So this area right here is what I call the golden zone. Okay, or the golden pocket, whatever you want to call it. So when it hits this 618 or this 50% level, or the 38 or 38.2 level, this is you'll see a lot of buying in this area. Okay. And this is what when it hits this zone, especially around the 50% level, is when I really start to look to enter into a position. Okay. So as you can see here, it retraced 50%. So because it hit one of these three yellow lines, my price target is then what? It's this next yellow line, which is about the 597 level. Let me make sure that's right. I thought it was more like 595. Maybe I was thinking of a different one. Nope, that looks about right. So about the 597 level would be our next profit target. We're going through a little bit of a sideways action, which one of my indicators here, the Impulse MACD, shows you. We also tagged the bottom of this trend line here. Okay, so we bounced here, here's 2, and then here's 3. Okay, and we're starting to head back up now. So I'm looking at that 597 price target. And again, this is the SPY hourly chart, because of those things. Okay. So what else am I looking at? So I also have the Impulse MACD, and it reads a little bit different than a normal MACD, but same thing. When we cross, the oscillator crosses from bearish to bullish here at the 0 line. Obviously, you're looking for a rise in price, right? And then what's kind of unique about the Impulse MACD is when it gets flat, I guess it's not that unique, but it highlights it. When it gets flat here, that indicates a sideways price action. So I'll zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. And this doesn't happen too often where it goes completely flat. But this is what I'm looking for, something similar here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this, and then let's do this. Okay, so here's our last flat spot, right? So we went flat. What? The market went sideways for a little while, for a few days. And then what? And then we popped out of it, broke up, and the price followed. Okay? Same thing. I'm expecting the same thing to happen here. All right, so I'm expecting again what we're flat here, so we're getting this sideways price action. But if we break up again, I'm expecting us at this close to this 597 level. Obviously, if it breaks down, likely to get more of a pullback, which is fine. It may tag this trend line. It may come back to this this other fib level. But I'm watching for when this starts to break out. That's going to mean it's showtime, essentially. And I shared this in the Discord today. By the way, if you haven't joined the Discord, it's free. Go ahead, and I'll leave a link in the comments. Again, guys, if you're liking this content, like and subscribe to the channel, please. Helps the channel a lot. So what else is going on? Well, we have bullish divergence here on the RSI indicator. It's holding above that 50 level, which is good, or bullish, I guess you can say. And as long as we hang out around the 50 level, we should be okay. So as long as we hang out, right now we're at what? I can't even say. We're at about 60 now, so we're in good shape there. What else is going on? And the last indicator I will cover here is, oh no, it's not the last indicator. Last indicator, by the way, so if you look at the, I'll come back to that. So this is a risk on, risk off indicator that I'm going to share for my premium group. Okay. And essentially it's very simple. When we're red here, it's risk off. Okay. And you can see when it's risk off, the market is very likely to drop. Okay. Because we went risk off. Well, we went risk off here initially, popped back up just slightly. And then we went full risk off. Risk off is very bearish, and you're very likely to see a price drop like we did here. Okay. And here. All right. So again, here we went risk off right here. Okay. And what happened? The price drops. All right. And then we eventually go risk on, and head back up. So actually I may change this to green instead of white. So risk on is white, risk on or risk off is red. And I'll be sharing this indicator specifically in the Discord. And the next indicator I'm going to share, I will share here, which is the awesome oscillator. Okay. So it's essentially the same thing. That's kind of a lie. But you read it the same way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's take a look at the and see. So essentially, if we are underneath this this zero line here, okay, if we're underneath it, it's risk off. Okay, so you're looking for a price drop. Let me see if I can find. And when we are above it and heading up, let me pop this out. let's do this. Let's do this. Let's pull you up. That'll work. Oops. Okay. So we came down here, right? We were kind of at this small peak here as we dropped, so here is where it went from red to green. Okay, so when it's red, that's a bearish sign. Okay, and it's headed down. When it's green, that means that it's the opposite. That's obviously right. Green is bullish, and you can kind of see. Why is it not letting me? Come on. As it heads up, right? What happens to the price action? Where are we? Where does it start heading up? Right here. Okay. So let me do this. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to draw a line. The fucking trend line is right there. Okay. So I was going to draw a line that looks something like similar to that, right? So, but you can see we bottomed and then we head back up. Okay. So it's very simple to read. And again, that's called the awesome oscillator. Okay. And then again, when it peaks here and heads back down, pretend this is green, I guess. So where does it bottom? So we find a bottom right. I'm trying to line it up right there, and you can see. So it's essentially calling this bottom right here. See it? No, I'm going to line it up right there, right? And follow the dotted line up. Okay? So almost where it says that buy signal here. Okay? Here. I guess, does it let you do this? Let's see. I don't think so. I should probably make this a different color, but yeah, no, it won't let you. But you can see, if not the dotted line, you can see, it's just, okay? So then it calls the bottom there. All right. So that's the, and there is another way to use this as well. And I'll be sharing more in the Discord. So again, like and subscribe, and come see us in the Discord. It's great. So what are you waiting on? Thanks for watching, guys.